Dale Earnhardt Jr. stunned fans with his reaction to Chris Gabehart's sudden exit from Joe Gibbs Racing. As JGR stayed silent and Gabehart offered no explanation, Jr. labeled the move a big loss, pushing the story into overdrive. His words have people questioning the stability of a team long viewed as untouchable. If Jr.'s instincts are right, this departure could mark the beginning of a major shift inside JGR. Dale Jr., during a recent assessment of the NASCAR silly season, was clear in his perspective. It's a big loss for JGR, and it kind of makes you wonder, what the general temperature is, I guess, with when a guy like that's going to leave the building. It appeared that he had a position, He had been elevated out of the way from the crew chief position from Denny Hamlin into the director of competition, which is a very critical, important role.
Yeah, it's a big loss for JGR, and it kind of makes you wonder, what the general temperature is, I guess, when a guy like that's going to leave the building. It appeared that he had he had been elevated out of away from the crew chief position from Denny Hamlin into the director of competition, which is a very critical, important role.
For Earnhardt, the sudden departure of Gabehart is a red flag that something more significant could be bubbling under the surface at JGR. Gabehart's career within JGR has been nothing short of remarkable. From starting as an engineer in 2012, he worked his way up to become crew chief for Denny Hamlin in the Cup Series. The duo made headlines, winning 22 races together from 2019 to 2024, including back-to-back Daytona 500 victories in 2019 and 2020. Gabehart was seen as the mastermind behind Hamlin's consistency and strategic brilliance, which kept the number 11 team a permanent fixture in the title hunt. In late 2024, the team made the surprising move to promote Gabehart to director of competition. This shift, as Dale Jr. pointed out, appeared like a natural fit. And I thought, man, this guy is perfect for this. And they'll be well positioned with him in that role. So it's hard to imagine how he got away or what would have been the result or the cause, I guess, of the departure, he said.
I mean, we're just carrying on.
No. Yes or no?
In the new game?
Yeah.
No, we only played 2.
But do you have one?
No, it's okay.
TJ was held to 3 points in the playoffs.
It's okay. Oh, I had a terrible game. It was ridiculous.
3 points.
Oh, it was so bad. It was the worst game I've ever had. But it happens,
that's true.
I guess.
It was the worst.
It was really bad.
Yet despite this promising position, Gabehart walked away. The Associated Press's Jenna Fryer confirmed his exit outside the courtroom during the ongoing antitrust trial between 2311 Racing and NASCAR. Rumors immediately linked him to Spire Motorsports for the 2026 season, though no official announcement has been made. The timing of Gabehart's exit is particularly curious. It came during one of the most turbulent off-seasons in NASCAR history, with courtrooms and garages equally tense. For JGR, losing a figure of Gabehart's caliber is more than just a personnel shakeup. It's an identity crisis. Gabehart wasn't just a tactician on the pit box. He was a builder of systems and mentor to emerging talent. One of his final roles at JGR was to help guide Ty Gibbs, grandson of team founder Joe Gibbs, through the challenging transition from Xfinity champion to Cup Series contender. Ty has yet to win a race in the Cup Series, and Gabehart's steady hand was seen as essential in his development. The loss of that guidance now leaves JGR in a precarious position. In fact, the impact is not only about Gabehart's departure, but what it symbolizes. For Dale Earnhardt Jr., this abrupt exit hints at possible unrest behind the scenes at JGR. The team, once a symbol of NASCAR dominance and structure, may now be grappling with instability. The decision to elevate Gabehart from crew chief to director only to lose him a year later suggests either internal disagreement, dissatisfaction, or a better opportunity elsewhere that JGR couldn't or wouldn't match. It's worth noting that Gabehart's career path mirrors that of a professional deeply embedded in racing. Born in Louisville, Kentucky, and raised in a family passionate about racing, Gabehart won the CRA Super Series Championship in 2007 and the All-American 400 in 2008. Despite his success on the track, he stepped away from driving due to financial constraints and instead carved out a career in engineering and crew chiefing, eventually climbing NASCAR's highest ranks. He He moved to Charlotte in 2010 to pursue this path and became known for both his strategic mind and leadership qualities. When he joined Joe Gibbs Racing, he quickly became an essential asset. First working with Xfinity teams, he moved from Eric Jones in 2016 to Brandon Jones in 2018. In 2019, he landed the role of crew chief for Denny Hamlin's number 11 car. That partnership reignited Hamlin's career with memorable wins and consistent championship contention. But his tenure wasn't without bumps. Gabehart faced suspensions in 2020 and 2022, including a high-profile penalty for a ballast drop at the Coca-Cola 600 and a tire issue at Dover. These moments, however, did not diminish his status as one of the most intelligent minds in the sport. The real shock came when JGR reshuffled its leadership ahead of the 2025 season. Gabehart moved to the competition director role, while Chris Gale took over as Hamlin's new crew chief. Together, Hamlin and Gale nearly clinched the championship, finishing as runner-ups in 2025. Meanwhile, Gabehart continued to oversee competition strategy for the entire team, supporting young drivers and ensuring team consistency across all entries. In the wake of his departure, speculation is rampant. Is Spire Motorsports offering a larger role, possibly a team-building opportunity from the ground up? Or was Gabehart simply ready for a new challenge after over a decade with JGR? With Spire rumored to be expanding and potentially partnering with new investors, the idea of Gabehart leading a new era there isn't far-fetched. Joe Gibbs Racing, on the other hand, now faces a void. While the team has historically been resilient, the loss of Gabehart's experience and insights cannot be easily replaced. His ability to connect with drivers, develop engineering strategies, and deliver results made him a rare triple threat in the NASCAR ecosystem. As for fans, Dale Jr.'s reaction is resonating across social media and forums. His candid concern over the departure suggests the gravity of the situation. When Dale Jr. sounds the alarm, the NASCAR world listens. This isn't just a silly season headline. It could be the beginning of a major shift in team dynamics and power structures within the sport. Ultimately, the story of Chris Gabehart's exit from Joe Gibbs Racing may not end here. With his next destination still unconfirmed and his legacy at JGR etched in both trophies and relationships, the coming weeks could reveal much more. For now, fans, analysts, and competitors alike are left asking the same question. How did one of NASCAR's sharpest minds walk away? And what does it mean for JGR moving forward? As the sport navigates lawsuits, leadership transitions, and new media deals, every personnel change matters more than ever. And in this case, Dale Jr. has made it clear. This one changes everything. Adding to the uncertainty, many insiders have noted that JGR has been going through a generational transition. As Ty Gibbs ascends in the Cup Series, balancing mentorship with expectations becomes increasingly challenging. Gabehart's role was not just operational but emotional, providing calm in the often high-pressure world of top-tier NASCAR. His exit might disrupt that balance. Moreover, Spire Motorsports' rumored interest in Gabehart could signal their intent to become more than a mid-pack team. Bringing in a proven leader like Gabehart suggests Spire is serious about growth, possibly securing more charters or enhancing partnerships. If confirmed, this could be a game-changer for the team and a major shakeup in the competitive hierarchy of NASCAR. For JGR, replacing someone of Gabehart's caliber will require more than just a title swap. It demands a realignment of team strategy and personnel cohesion. The search for a new competition director will be closely watched, especially with the stakes higher than ever in the evolving NASCAR landscape. As we await official announcements, one thing is certain: Chris Gabehart's departure has cracked open a storyline with far-reaching implications. Whether it leads to a new powerhouse at Spire or signals deeper issues at JGR, the sport is watching, and Dale Jr. just rang the alarm bell loud and clear.